You know 'em, you've sung 'em. Humpty Dumpty, Little Miss Muffet, Baa Baa Black Sheep. We all grew up with these rhymes, but have you ever really stopped and thought about what we're actually singing? Well, let's dive
When
in.
you start to look a little closer, you see these patterns. These aren't just random, catchy little songs. Nope. Underneath it all, these rhymes are teaching us about, well, everything. From the really tough parts of life to the pure, simple joy of nonsense.
And let's start with a big one, something that might surprise you. A whole bunch of our favorite rhymes are actually tales of great misfortune. Seriously, they're all about things going terribly, terribly wrong.
I mean, we all know this one, right? It's short, it's simple, and it's surprisingly dark. This isn't just a clumsy slip-up, it's a full-on catastrophe, one so complete that not even all the king's horses and all the king's men could fix it. That's a pretty stark lesson about irreversible consequences, packed into just a few lines.
You can see the different levels of bad luck here. Little Miss Muffet, she gets a scare from a spider, sure, but she'll be fine. She just runs away. Humpty Dumpty, on the other hand, his fall is final. It's the end of the line for him. This whole idea of things just collapsing, it keeps popping up. In London Bridge is falling down, the problem isn't a one-and-done thing. It's this constant repeating failure. And did you ever notice that really dark line in there? Take the key and lock her up? So we've got structural failure and, oh yeah, imprisonment. It's a pretty clear reminder that not all these rhymes are happy little songs.
But okay, it's not all doom and gloom, I promise. A lot of nursery rhymes are actually these simple, direct lessons about, well, how to be a good person. They're all about core virtues.
Think about Baa Baa Black Sheep. When he's asked if he has any wool, what does he say? Yep, 3 bags full. 1 for his master, 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy down the lane. It's just a perfect little story about generosity. And Mary's lamb, following her to school, that's the ultimate picture of loyalty and unconditional love.
And then you have rhymes that give us a sense of comfort through order and structure. Old MacDonald had a farm. It's this perfectly predictable little world, isn't it? The cow always goes moo, the pig always goes oink, every animal is exactly where it should be, making the sound it's supposed to make. It paints a picture of a world that is safe, orderly, and makes total sense.
But what about the rhymes that just toss all that logic and order right out the window? Well, that brings us to our third category, which is all about celebrating the wonderfully, brilliantly absurd.
I mean, just look at this. This is a masterpiece of joyful chaos. Hey Diddle Diddle gives us a scene that is completely and utterly impossible, and that's the whole point. A cat playing a violin, a cow literally leaping over the moon, a laughing dog. It's just pure surreal imagination that finds total delight in breaking every single rule of reality.
You know, sometimes this sense of the unreal has a deeper, more philosophical vibe. Think about row, row, row your boat. It ends with that beautiful line, life is but a dream. It's not about crazy chaos. It's about gently reframing our whole existence as something flowing and dreamlike. That is a surprisingly deep thought for a kid's rhyme.
So we've got disaster, we've got morals, and we've got pure madness. But why these rhymes? What is it about them that makes them stick in our heads for literal centuries? The secret, it turns out, might have less to do with what they're saying and more to do with how they're saying
Let's
it.
just break down the wheels on the bus for a second. It's built on this incredibly simple but super effective formula. You take an object, the wheels, describe its action, go round and round, repeat that a few times, and then you wrap it up with the location, all through the town. This structure is so easy for a kid's brain to latch onto, which is exactly why that song can go on and on and on.
And that repetition, that's the magic ingredient. This rhythmic doubling up is almost hypnotic. The wheels go round and round. London Bridge is falling down, falling down. It's like audio superglue. It makes the lyrics so incredibly catchy and easy to remember, embedding them deep in our minds from the time we're tiny.
Which really brings us to the final question, doesn't it? These little rhymes have survived for hundreds of years. They've been passed down from generation to generation, while the world around them has changed completely. So, after all this time, why do they remain? What does their survival tell us about the timeless power of a simple story, a memorable rhythm, and the shared cultural memory that connects all of us? It's a reminder, I think, that sometimes the simplest things really do have the most lasting power.